today is 10, 23, 13. All right. First of all, to review, x squared plus bx plus c. When you have something in this form, one, you split into two sets of parentheses. And you put x, right? Find your two special numbers. Your special numbers, because you guys are going to have to get used to this, are the two numbers that multiply to get C and add to get B. And once you find those, put those two numbers in each set of parentheses. So as an example, x squared plus 6x minus 7, we'll say. What's the first thing I do? Two sets of parentheses. What do I put inside the parentheses?
X.
And what? X and X. Then I find my special numbers, right? I need two numbers that multiply to get what? -7. And add to get what? A positive 6. What numbers would that be?
-1 and 7.
-1 and a positive 7. Right? Because added together, they get a positive 6, and multiplied together, you get a negative. So what do I write inside the parentheses? -1 plus 7. Any questions there? You guys remember how to do that? You okay with that? So all we're going to do is expand on things we've already done. We have already talked about how to factor these. But now we're going to solve by factor. So what we're going to do is the first thing you have to do to solve, has everybody got that? Can I get rid of that? The yes or no?
Yes.
First thing I'm gonna do is set everything equal to what?
0.
0. Is everything set equal to 0? Is everything on one side and then have equal 0?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So the first thing we're going to do is factor. Is this not the same problem I just did? It's in the form x squared plus bx plus c, right? So I'm going to put x and x. What goes here? What are my two special numbers?
-1 and +7.
-1 and +7. So I'm going to put -1 plus 7. So this is the same problem I just did, right? What did we do last time when we had stuff equal to 0 to solve it? What did we do when we factored out a number? What was our at this point, what did we do?
Split it.
You split this into two equations. Whatever's in the front equation, it equals what?
0.
So what would it be? X minus 1 is equal to 0. That's one equation. What would my second equation be?
X plus 7 equals 0.
X plus 7 is equal to 0. You guys see where those came from? There and there, right? Any questions there? We okay? We see that whatever's in each parentheses, we set it equal to 0, right? Then after we do that, we solve each of these equations separately. How do I solve this? What would I do?
Plus 1.
What's x equal to?
1.
What do I do now?
Minus.
Subtract 7, what's equal to x equal to?
-2.
So what are my two solutions for x? 1 comma -7. This is exactly how I expect to see you do your work. So the only hard thing about this is finding the two special numbers, right? Write your two special numbers off here to the side, just like I did, because I want you to get in the habit of doing that. Then I want to show you split it into two separate equations. Don't just start solving one. I want to see them split up into two separate equations. Show that. There. This is exactly what it should look like. Do I need to do another one, or can we get started on the assignment? How are you guys on this? We good?
Do
Okay.
another one.
Do one more? Okay. Let's do x squared minus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0. Is everything set equal to 0? Huh?
See.
Okay. So what do I do now? I factor. Is this in the form where x squared plus bx plus c? So this is the one where we're going to what? Split it up, set it up, and split up into two sets of parentheses, right? What goes in the first parentheses? X. What goes in the second set? Are you guys just writing down, or do you not know that?
I don't know.
Huh?
I
Okay, I'll show you why you put x in the first of each one. Why do you think you do that?
because
Because when you multiply it back out, x times x is what? X squared. That's why you put x and x there.
well, yeah.
Okay? Now, no, duh. It's not, it's okay. Special numbers. I need to find the numbers that what? Multiply to get that, right? And add to get what? That.
96.
This one's a little harder, isn't it? Because all you guys are probably thinking of your factors of 9 are 1, 9, 3, and 3, right? Would everyone agree? Those added together equal what? 10 and equal what? 6. None of them are what you need. You need a what kind of 6?
Negative.
But remember that a negative times a what? Negative is a what? So that would be negative 10, so negative 3 and what? Negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 3 would be a positive 9, and negative 3 plus negative 3 would be a what? Negative 6, right? So what I put in here? Minus 3, what?
Plus.
Minus 3. Because it has to be a negative times a negative, it has to be a what? So now, we're going to split this up into two equations. What are my two equations? X minus 3 is equal to 0, and even though they're exactly the same, I want to see you write it down again and solve each one. What do we find x to be over here? 3. When we solve this, what do we find x to be over here? So really, your only solution for x is what?